Hello, my name is Curtis Birkenbosch.
I'm Tom Sillins.
And Jared Higgins. Together we represent the R2 Group, a cutting-edge architectural firm based in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
We'd like to introduce to you our latest brainchild for the urban environment of Mexico City.
Please sit back and enjoy the presentation.
Torre de la Tierra shall seek to encourage conservation, recycling, and other sustainable practices in its daily decision-making processes, and shall take into account the operations of the tower community, all appropriate economic, environmental, and social concerns. I've been with Ottawa's R2 Group for 10 years now and took over management as a principal architect in 2005. We have always strived to provide a fair and encouraging working environment for our employees, allowing everyone interested to participate in conceptual design. We find that large collaborative efforts bring forth the most forward-thinking solutions, and this has allowed the R2 Group to progress well beyond its grassroots beginnings. The employee recruitment program has focused on the environmental integrity of our architecture and looks for bright young minds eager to promote change. The design team that we have been working with on this project has been an ambitious and excited group of friends, looking to propose a radical new future for Mexico City and to join the avant-garde firms designing the new skyline.
I met Jared back at Carleton University in the early 90s, where we both completed our graduate studies, and we never completely lost contact. I'd heard rumors of a seminal work with the R2 Group since then, and when he approached me in 2004 about collaboration on a large mental health facility that he was chasing in my neck of the woods, I was excited about the opportunity to work with him again. The project was a smooth success, and the merge of my smaller design firm into the larger R2 Group seemed a natural choice when the remaining founding partner retired in 2006. Jared has always been committed and tenacious with his handling of the group, and he's managed to create a productive office environment here. His hard work and ability to lock down prestigious commissions has helped the group to gain a lot of recognition in recent years.
I first met Kurt when I joined the R2 Group in 2007. He proved helpful in initially integrating my own architectural values into the unique working environment here, but this project represents the first major collaboration that we have had. We have similar ambitions with respect to pushing the limits of innovation and sustainability, and that alone has made the design process a mutually beneficial one. Kurt does his homework, and the suggestions he brings forth, especially with regard to cultural and social considerations, have given me a great insight into the Mexican environment. He seems like an easygoing guy who doesn't mind surrendering the spotlight and does a great job as the man behind the scenes. The research he has provided for this job has been invaluable, and I think that this collaboration will lead to more shared projects and a long-lasting relationship.
I spent 3 years trying to recruit Tom to our firm, having recognized his talents at an international competition in 2004. He was pursuing a brief solo career where he could freely apply his strict architectural morals and ethics with tailored clients in the private sector. His early refusal to rejoin the world of corporate architecture proved his commitment to smart design and only increased the R2 Group's attempts to recruit him. He finally agreed on his own terms in 2007 and has been a driving force behind our team ever since. Tom has shown a natural aptitude for working with our intern architects, and they see him as a mentor. With an approachable demeanor and willingness to hear ideas, Tom has lent the office a renewable atmosphere of creativity and innovation. We have all taken a liking to Tom's design work, and this project is no different. We hope he decides to stay with us permanently.
Cyclone is a force that disrupts the landscape and overturns it and brings it up into the sky. So this metaphor of the cyclone, it pervades both the program as well as the structural solutions of the tower. So this project began, as do most of our projects in this firm, with the experimentation and development of a physical model. We find that working with physical models allows us to explore 3D space and 3D structural arrangements and program arrangements a lot more effectively than with digital media or drawings of building. So we're taking these traditionally horizontal programs and trying to mix them up into a vertical form. Sky, which is what it's like. We're aiming to achieve a sense of community in the tower. Traditionally, towers are very isolated, sealed-off structures where all you see is the elevator and then the lobby. We wanted to change this and actually create the opportunity for a community to exist in the interior of the tower, not just around it.
The strategy from the beginning has been to market rooms and incorporate long-standing Mexican culture interwoven into a postmodern form. It is the wealthy and prestigious upper classes that we want to see purchasing the rooms, but mingling in the common spaces with the general public. We're not marketing apartments, but a unique vertical neighborhood.
The changing daily conditions of the tower, as well as the flexible spaces that we've created, allow the events to define the spaces rather than, so by basically setting a stage for the inhabitants, we have given them a lot of freedom. You could say that we are attempting to create a village in the city by taking all the communal values and very social aspects of a village and trying to integrate them within a hermetic sealed structure that is in itself a little self-sufficient community. Also grants the residents greater security by being blocked off from the street, by being blocked off from the rest of the city if they choose to. They're in a very safe environment where everything they need is around them. And for example, they can go to the park in their own building without having to venture out on the streets.
Sustainability is a huge factor in all of our work. The incorporation of photovoltaic paneling, wind turbines, and grey water management are necessary staples in a project of this nature. Louvers and double skin technologies allow the extensive indoor planning to breathe and creates a healthy and relaxing atmosphere.
Where the structural loads aren't being transferred through the core anymore, but rather through the skin of the tower, which greatly increases the flexibility of the tower and the resistance to shifting loads and forces such as earthquakes and winds. The monocoque structure allows, one or two structural members to fail without compromising the integrity of the whole structural system. This is extremely important in such an area as Mexico, where earthquakes are more frequent.
The monumental form helps to bring identity to the Mexico City skyline. The marketing strategy behind the bold and heavy structure is to emphasize earthquake resistance and establish a recognizable icon on a global scale. We want the whole federal district to buy into the form we're proposing as a source of pride.
Our primary concern was the horizontal expansion of the city and the suburb. Especially as the urban conditioning gets more and more dense, we wanted to subvert that, and we decided upon a site that was very close to the park, but also being right next to the downtown area of Mexico City. The park was very important to us because we wanted to connect the tower to the natural Mexican landscape in a very sustainable way. So it is a tower, but at the same time it is integrating green space and integrating communal amenities.
The Mexico City context has provided a rich base of cultural identity. The centralism and enclosure that are typical of space definition in Mexico have really favored a multi-program tower. The local color palette allows for a very synthetic structure that emphasizes the green gardens snaking from top to bottom. This symbolic and literal connection to the land is traditional of Mexican place identity. The Torre de la Tierra aims to compile all aspects of urban Mexican life into one vertical high-rise community. The public spaces used for relaxing, dining, and shopping bring the public citizens of the city to dwell amongst the residents of an enclosed and private dwelling and office unit. This combination of enclosure and togetherness, along with a centralized arrangement and location, is reflective of the Mexican city context. Extensive planting and agriculture bring familiar traditions into the imposing skyscraper.
The metaphor of the cyclone has uprooted a horizontally sprawled community and reorganized it into a fresh and clean vertical environment. The security offered by custom earthquake resistance and the beauty offered by incorporated Mexican artworks and natural landscaping create a singular atmosphere of calm contemplation scattered amidst idealized working and living conditions.
You too can play a part in the realization of the one-of-a-kind living environment offered in the Torre de la Tierra, where work, life, and play come together in a sustainable way. A basis in triple bottom line design has set a new standard for urban Mexican life, one that we hope will be followed.
Thanks for watching. I hope we have inspired some excitement about our project.
Please feel free to explore our presentation table and DVD.
From all of us here at the R2 Group, we would like to thank you for this wonderful opportunity.